So here we will see the Crack-up essay which is written by F. Scott Fitzgerald. So the question has come many way. First of all, you can see the first question. How do the Crack-up essay reflect the contrasting situation of the Judge Age and the Great Depression in America? The another question is that contrast the Roaring Twenties with the Great Depression of the 30s. The other question is that describe the personal life of Scott Fitzgerald. What phase of life he went through? So all three questions are same. So let's start with the answer. The Crack-up is an autobiographical essay which is written by Francis Scott Fitzgerald. In self-confessional essay of Fitzgerald, he has shown his spiritual and physical decline and also his personal point of view in the mid-1930s. Fitzgerald clearly denotes that how United States America suffered from decay and destruction in the mid-1930s. The Crack-up, the collection of three parts which is an essay collectively called our Trilogy of Depression. First of all, Fitzgerald saw the America as prosperity nation and unexpected growth in the decade of the 20s. After the post-war industrial revolution spread in America all round, new products started being produced in America. Everything started getting cheaper due to this revolution. People started moving from village to city to find prosperity and job. Even multimedia made a lot of progress in its field. Automobile, radio and electrical goods are easily available in the market. There was also a considerable advancement in the field of film and the theater. In spite of this, jazz music, which is blended with African American music, completely changed the society. Both new style of music and dance emerged largely, and new musical techniques along with traditional jazz soon expanded to American society. Fitzgerald called entire age as jazz age. Women's lives also changed a lot in the 1920s. Women also came forward for their rights. Even she got completely freedom in the field of economic, political and sexual. For example, we can take the name of Hollywood actresses like Mary Pickford, Clara Bow and Jane Fonda, who also contribution to change the society. We can say that the era of 1920 was the era of miracle in America, and there was immense growth in all the field. The two examples of successful novel of Fitzgerald, The Sight of Paradise 1920 and The Beautiful and the Damned 1922 were best example of the decade of 1920s. But unfortunately, there was a drastic change in the atmosphere of the prosper America in 1929. A lot of people in society became unemployed. Some people lost their home. Many government institutes like banks were closed due to lack of money. Apart from this, natural disaster like drought also shook the economic condition of America. Agriculture land also became rarer, from which a lot of harm in the agricultural sector. Even the President Franklin D. Roosevelt could not recover America at that time. America goes through the critics of financial condition in 1929. Something similar happened to the author, which he has depicted through the Crack-up. In his first essay, The Crack-up, he initially made a lot of progress at the in time of 1920, but later in the time of 1929, he started to decline. He can do work energetically and solve all the problem easily in the youth age, but as he passed his golden age, he suffered from many troubles and depression in his life. He liked to be alone. He did not show interest in anything except three things: Catherine Hepburn, heroine, children and doctors. Once a critics take interview of Fitzgerald and ask them to face all problem and ask them to find a way out. But that critics talk has no effect on them. He show how he survived the depressing phase of the Crack-up. The second essay, Pasted It Together, denotes how the period of depression came in the life of the poet. There were two such incidents in his life which completely broke him. First of all, he lost his position in Triangle Club and other office is Princeton University due to an illness. In spite of this, he also lost his love due to lack of money. At that time, the financial crisis of 1929 undergoes the decade of 30s in USA, so he could not keep his writing going on. He became a victim of nervous disease. His wife's condition was also miserable. He felt that his life was over. In such a way, in decades of 1930s, there was a lack of emotions power in his writing. His personal matter dominated his writing. His his life had become completely struggling and painful in the 1930s. The third one title is Handle with Care, where the writer depicts how he survived his personal circumstances which going through his life. In the third part, he had changed the traditional writing. He said that men should be made selfish and materialistic. He depicts that we are always looking for opportunity and should take full advantage of it without thinking what people will think about them. He tried to we overcome from this problem. He tried that he can get his old position of prosperity and fame. That's why he decided that he will become writer but will not become helpful person and compassionate and loving person. Because of this such thinking, many people call him good and bad. Therefore, in the last one he said the basis of a new world. The crack up was not about Fitzgerald life but all of America country, where the writer saw the condition of America and his then he showed the causes of miserable condition, and finally he saw how both country and Fitzgerald survive and overcome and win over the life. The story is remarkable for everyone. So I hope you can understand this answer. So thank you and subscribe my channel for next